You wake up tomorrow morning, and before you even open your eyes, you feel calm. Certain. Like something inside of you has clicked into place. You know exactly what you came here to do today. Not a giant life mission. Just one clear next step that feels right. That's what we're here to talk about. Your soul's purpose. Not as a mysterious idea. Not as something you'll maybe figure out someday when life slows down, but as something you can start living from today. Stay with me, because we're going to walk through the exact steps from beginning to end. And if you stay until the last few minutes, I'll share one practice that's so simple you could do it before you finish your morning coffee. And it works. Your soul already knows its purpose. It's been whispering to you for years. Through moments of excitement, through things you've always been drawn to, through those tiny hunches you sometimes ignore. The reason most of us can't hear it clearly is because the signal gets buried. Buried under noise. Buried under old fears. Buried under the pressure to be what everyone else wants us to be. Step 1 is to turn inward. I know that sounds simple, but in a world full of constant notifications, turning inward is an act of courage. It's saying, I trust there's something inside me worth hearing. So for now, I'm going to stop asking everyone else for the answer. Think about it. How many times have you gone to someone else for advice, and then a week later, you realized you already knew what to do? You just didn't believe yourself. Turning inward is where your purpose starts, and it's also where you'll keep returning whenever you feel lost. Step 2 is to quiet the noise. Here's a personal example. I used to think finding my purpose meant I needed to travel somewhere exotic or attend a silent retreat in the mountains. But the truth is, the first real breakthrough happened one morning sitting at my kitchen table. 5 minutes of writing in a cheap notebook while my tea got cold. And I realized I don't need to run away to hear my soul. I just need to give it a few quiet minutes every day. So I want you to think about this. Where in your day can you claim 5 minutes of stillness? It could be before you check your phone in the morning, in your car before you walk into work, or right before bed. Step 3 is to ask the right questions. Most people start with, what is my purpose? That's too big and too vague. Your soul responds better to questions it can answer in this moment. So instead, try these. What did I come here to give? What would light me up today? What feels like a yes in my whole body right now? When you ask one of these questions, don't sit there waiting for a voice from the clouds. Pick up a pen and write whatever comes to mind, even if it's messy or random. Because here's the secret. The act of writing pulls thoughts from a deeper place than the part of your mind that's always talking. Let's try this right now. Think of one of those questions. I'll give you a moment to choose. Now imagine you're going to write for 5 minutes without stopping. No editing, no erasing. You're not trying to make it sound wise. You're just letting your hand move faster than your doubts. What do you think might show up on the page? Step 4 is to clear the emotional clutter. You could be asking great questions, but if fear, guilt, or shame is loud in the background, your answers will be distorted. When an emotion shows up, don't push it away. Name it. Say, I feel anxious, or I feel unsure. And then notice where you feel it in your body. When you do this, something powerful happens. The emotion stops running the conversation from the shadows. You bring it into the light, and it loses its grip. Step 5 is to use writing as a compass. Here's why writing works. Your mind is like a crowded room. When you write, you're asking everyone to sit down so the real voice can speak. Do this daily with one question at a time. Then go back and scan your words for patterns. Certain phrases or images will show up again and again. That's your soul speaking in its own language. Step 6 is to test with tiny actions. Purpose isn't something you discover all at once. It's something you test and refine. When you feel a nudge, take a step. Send that message. Sign up for the class. Offer your help. You'll know quickly if it's aligned because it will feel energizing even if it's scary. Step 7 is to create rituals of devotion. Purpose is less about grand gestures and more about small acts done with care. 5 minutes of gratitude in the morning. A creative hobby you touch every day. A nightly review where you ask, did I live one small piece of my purpose today? Rituals are how you stay connected when life gets busy. Step 8 is to serve and integrate. Your purpose isn't just for you. It lives where your joy meets the needs of others. Maybe that's in your career. Maybe it's in your community. Maybe it's in how you show up for your family. Start where you are and let the circle grow. Now here's something I want you to remember. Resistance is normal. Everyone feels it. The way through isn't to wait until you're motivated. It's to take small, consistent steps. 1% a day. Those steps add up until fear no longer has the same hold on you. And now, the daily practice that changes everything. Every morning, ask one specific soul question. Write for 5 minutes without stopping. Then pick one small action from your words and do it before noon. It could be sending an email, reaching out to someone, or just making space for something that excites you. When you do this daily, you stop guessing and start living from your inner truth. If you want the 3 soul questions I mentioned, along with a free 5-minute journaling timer, subscribe and comment, send it below. I'll pin the resource so you can start right away. Live your life from the inside out. Your soul has been waiting for you to listen. Now is the time.